Backwash. I'm here with Tony Crumpton, and he is the writer of Backwash. And I wanted you guys to meet him, and we can ask him some questions about the film that we're making that he wrote and that I'm doing, I guess. So hello. So I guess could you tell us a little about yourself? Like I said, I was talking to you earlier. I thought you lived near the Omaha area for a while, but apparently you're in Alabama.
Yeah, I'm a Alabama native. I've lived here most of my life. Well, I got involved with these projects through Matt Keister, who's kind of helping produce them, I guess you could say, or he's put together the groups to do it. And I've just been friends with him for a while and done some projects with him and a few other filmmakers from Nebraska. And I get invited to these things for some reason. I'm an adopted Nebraskian. I guess that's what you call yourselves, Nebraskians.
Nebraskans. I actually don't
Nebraska.
know. I technically live in Iowa. I'm like right next door in Iowa. So
Oh, there you go.
I think I'm technically called an Iowegian. I don't know. I don't know what they go by, but I feel I'm originally from Wisconsin, so I'm a Wisconsinite
Oh, there you
by
go.
birth. So I guess I'm
Cheesehead.
still learning. Yeah, cheesehead. It's true. Yeah, and I was involved. I originally was writing a script to put in this script pool that Matt Keister set up. So a bunch of writers set in scripts and put them into this pool. And I decided that I wanted to do the directing as well, and I picked your script. I liked your script very much. I thought it was very noir style, like because that was the theme of the script pool is to make noir style scripts. I have to say I was a little taken back because it was a little longer than I wanted to do because it's about 20 pages. And I was kind of hoping for 10. So,
Yeah,
but
I was really shocked that anyone picked that script, mainly because of its length. Because most shorts are usually about 10 pages long, and this one's a little over 20 pages. And I just put it into the pool, thinking, well, this is something I just wrote, so if somebody wants to do it, they can. If not, I may one day just turn it into a feature length script or something.
yeah, I tried to go through and see if there's any way of shortening it any, and I think I maybe got rid of a half a page. So I think everything in there is needed to get the story across. So it's I think 20 pages. I don't think it's going to feel like it's 20 minutes when we finish it because I really do think it's well written. It's got all the information. Everything's there for a purpose. So I think people will enjoy it, and the length I
Yeah,
don't think will be an issue.
I think my first draft was about 30 pages, and I was able to cut down about 8 pages or so. But
Well,
that was just a bunch of filler. And
I'm glad you cut out 8 pages because that would, if it was
yeah,
half an hour, I don't think I'd be able to do that. But I enjoyed I like the characters in it. I really do like the main character. I think she's a strong female character. We have I don't know if you saw the update video I posted last time. We have the two lead cast. The lead
right.
actors are Julia Farrell and Walter Shatley, and
Julia is actually, this will be the third thing Julia has worked on that I've written or worked on. So,
and Walters. I think he's read your stuff before, or I'm not sure. I'm trying to think
yeah,
if he's been involved.
he's been involved in some of the things that I've tangentially been involved in. So,
Cool. Yeah, so they know your name.
yeah,
Apparently you're well known here in the independent world here at Nebraska. So he gets
yeah,
around.
which is strange. Yeah, more people know me in Nebraska than know me in Alabama. So,
Not a bad thing. No.
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I do think Julia plays a really good Rita. I think she's going to play a really good, strong character for your script. And Walter, he started playing a little differently than I expected, but I think it's coming off very well, very good for the other character, for the evildoer, if you want to call
Yeah,
him that.
I'm looking forward to seeing them. I think they're going to do a great job. So, I think all
I,
of you are.
Is there anything about the script that like how did you come up with the idea, or what brought you into it?
Um, well, when it was announced that they're going to do this script pool, they had two sides. They were doing a horror and a noir one, and I really wanted it because most of the things I worked on with all these people has been in the horror genre, and I wanted to branch out and try some noir stuff because I'm a big fan of mysteries and the noir genre in general. And it it started as a completely different script, like they usually do, and it had a different title. I was trying to work on a project where that you could watch it from front to back or from back to front, and it would still make sense either way you watched it, and it was really hard to do.
Yeah.
And then the title of the script, the original title, which it doesn't give away too much, was The Killer I'll Be Tomorrow. And just as I was writing it, well, I came up with the title first, actually, The Killer I'll Be Tomorrow, and very much like the Bradbury Zen in the Art of Writing, where he says, come up with a good title, and just trying to find the story that's in the title. And I did that. And I was thinking about Philip K. Dick at the time and his paranoia and science fiction aspects to some of the noir-esque movies and stories he's written. Well, he didn't write the movies, but and the little elements, I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to spoil it all. But are you still there?
Lost you. There you are.
There you are. Yeah,
okay.
I lost you. But it was just basically I started with the title of the story and worked that way. That was it. I just had an idea. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to talk about what it is.
We're trying not to let them know too much about the script, but I'm hoping that's all a surprise for them.
Yeah, that twist, I guess you could call it, or the main MacGuffin that's involved in it. That was just an idea that just I'd been playing with identity. It all comes through with identity and what would happen if you woke up one day and realized that you'd killed some people. Kind of stuff. That doesn't give away anything, I don't believe. So
no, I think that's fine. I think that this show starts that way, so I think it's okay to give that away.
Right.
Yeah. One thing I always being that I always hear your name around here, I was always interested that you write a lot of stuff, like especially in the script pool that happened that I pulled the script out of. You had several other short films in there, and especially one for the horror genre. And like, how often do you write, and what do you do to get yourself into writing?
I try to write every day something. I write short stories, scripts. At one point when I was doing those scripts, I was trying to do one a week. That was my goal, just to do one a week. And it's not like I do write every day, but I try to write every day and just sit down for a few minutes and stuff. And I'm a runner, and I do a lot of my writing away from the keyboard, where I'm running and I'm just thinking about stuff. So I come up with a story idea or whatever, and then I'll go home and write it. So
I think those walking treadmills would be very good for writers because I always get up and pace every time I'm trying to think of something. And it's people watch me walking down a hallway or something like that, just kind of thinking to myself, and they're like, "Are you okay?" Or is something is like, "No, I'm just thinking something through." And I understand that running process.
Yeah, most creative people understand it. They they'll be in conversations or be in a group of people, but they'll be off in their own little world. That's usually the way I am, and then people don't understand that I'm actually working on something while I'm in this room with people. Yeah.
Is there let me think about this. Is there anything you want, like, as we're running a Kickstarter campaign right now, I'm trying to get the people to donate and to get to know the people making this film. Is there anything you want to say to the backers or the people that are like kind of watching this saying, I wonder what this film is? And
yeah, just I think it's going to be an interesting project. I hate to praise my own writing, but this was one of the hardest things I've ever written, but it's one of the things I'm most proud of. And I think with Daniel and everybody involved, that it's going to turn into something great. We could just use a little bit more money to get these lenses that we need to make the whole thing pop. And it'd be great if you could donate. I know that some people don't have the money to give, but $5, don't drink that coffee that day. Just give us the $5, and there's some great rewards if you back us. And look at some of the work Daniel's done. His glass blowing, it's amazing. And that'd be awesome to get one of his shot glasses. So
yeah, and I think there's only 2 left of them. So there's only 10 available. There's 2 left. I think that it went off really well. I think a lot of people liked them, and more than I thought people would choose them, because it's not the cheapest tier. It's $75, but it plus the 15 for shipping, so it's $90 total, which can be shocking to some people. But it's a good reward because you get everything else that's underneath it, all the previous rewards. And I think our storyboards we're doing, our editor, Jade Allen, wanted to be here to meet you too. We've been working on the storyboards and for planning for the editing. And his storyboards are great because they're not like noir style right now. They're kind of like he's more of a caricature artist.
Yeah.
He's making these storyboards for him. And I think we're going to hide some stuff in the storyboards for people to find. So it's like a little game where you can like find, where you locate in the storyboard where, hey, find a cat. And it's like somewhere in the storyboard is going to be a cat and like sunglasses. And at one frame, she might be wearing sunglasses or something like that. So we're going to try to make it a little more, useful for us for getting the shots, but entertaining as well for the backers to have a little extra game to play with the item.
Yeah. And for the people, I don't know how much you want to talk about the film itself or the script with what it is. It's really not like when most people think noir, they think we're going to try to ape 1930s or 40s look or aesthetic. I don't know if that's what you're going to go for or
I'm
what,
going,
because it's really a modern story.
Yeah, I would more call it, I guess the term is neo-noir, where it's technically a modern, it's still in color, but the lighting may be kind of like, contrasty, a lot of shadows, a lot of highlights, blown out highlights, things like that. So it's modern day, and it's going to be filmed in color, and we're going to try to, showcase that. And I don't want to go completely black and white and noir, over the top noir.
Right. Some of my friends said they saw the Kickstarter video, the first one that you did, and they were kind of confused by that because they'd read the script and they were wondering if that was the aesthetic that was going to go for in the film itself. And I explained to them that I didn't think so. So
yeah, I would say that was one thing of the Kickstarter video that, as much as I love the Kickstarter video, it's probably a little misleading, but I don't hope people don't stop backing because they thought it was going to be completely black and white. But I tried to put it in the description that it was going to be color. I listed 16:9 color. So hopefully, if you're backing this, if you're watching this, it is going to be a modern film. It's going to be in color, and it's still just going to have some aspects of noir into it. The story's very noir style, and I think the characters fit in the noir style, and it's going to be kind of ambiguous as to the time period it takes place. And I think that's kind of like a standard that people do for modern noir kind of style shorts, but it's got some sci-fi elements to it, and so it's more modern day with. And I just like adding in some old time feel to it. That's not the best description, I guess, but that's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah. And I just want to say that we didn't dress the same on purpose.
I know. I don't actually wear this very often, but it's been cold here, and I found it in the back and wore it. And it's like thinking this is back to the 90s, I guess, or going back to my high school days.
I just came in from walking my dogs, and it's kind of cool here too, and I just didn't think to take it off. So
well, I really do appreciate the time and finally meeting you. And I like your writings. I love your work that you've done previously, and I'm glad to be a part of making your film. I feel like the script, all films start off with a great script, and I'm really looking forward to trying to do you justice here with this film.
I'm sure you will. Oh, the script isn't that good. You're going to make it better than it is. So I'm sure.
Don't say that.
It always turns out. I write these things, and then the directors always turn it into something much better than what I wrote. So,
well, it's a team effort. We'll make the best of that thing that we ever made, and then hopefully we'll just always keep going up. But this is going to be the best thing we've made right now.
Exactly.
Please don't watch this and then decide not to back me because of my bad interview style.
or my bad interviewee style either. So I'm awkward on camera. This is why I don't act. I'm a writer.
I think we better stop here before we start digging a hole. So
sounds good.
So thank you for checking in, and thank you for talking, and for meeting. It's a great meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
So we'll talk to you later.
Bye.